Hey guys, welcome back to the Should I podcast. We are so happy and so excited to talk about the new things that have came about on the news, that's trending, social media. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to my crew. We have Brandon in the building.
We out here.
We have Mr. Bradley. Too many people.
It's been a while, clearly, y'all, but we here.
And then we got Jose.
Don't let the haircut fool you. Still the same guy. I know. Out here.
Here we go.
Pimping.
All right, so let's get into it. First things first, we've got to talk about the season finales of the Agatha All Along. And I think that episode, the latest episode, was pretty okay. It wasn't too bad. It's going to lead to something like it always do. But I feel like, what's his name? Billy?
Say with your chest.
He,
Wiccan?
he's gonna be one of the young Avengers, I feel like. Or
he is, and he got to find his dumbass little brother. But whatever.
Yeah.
Weak.
If I put him in a body, is it killing them? Shut up. Just put the soul in the body, dum. Like you cared.
I feel so bad.
Bradley is so confused right now.
Like, we saw the same show. We all watched the same Disney Plus subscription.
We
did. I got a different one.
No, basically it was all a lie. I was mad as hell. They did it to me again. How you gonna lie like that? You yellow brick road my ass.
First off,
they got me with that though.
First off, let's address something that we're not gonna forget. You two, Skylar, Jose, we're talking hella shit.
Still talking.
Okay,
I'm still talking.
First off, we got it on film. This show is slow. Oh my God, hurry up. I hate this. We know what's going on. Now all of a sudden they lied to me. I thought you knew what happened.
Right. I knew who he was, and I knew who Rio was. I just didn't know where they were playing make believe. That was it. I just got the actors confused, but I knew the players. Boom. What you got?
I tell you this, I love the fact that they hinted that she was the only one who ever successfully crossed the witch's road. Of course, she's the only one that made it cross.
Because she made it up.
Yo, that actually got me. Like, as someone who usually thinks I can analyze movie pretty well, I was actually surprised that the whole road was fake. But once she introduced her son and they started singing the song of the Wicked Road, I was like, oh boy, okay, this is about to be some kind of con. I knew it. Once the son was singing about the winding road or the wicked road or something, I was like, nah.
I was both impressed and terrified because when you could lie like that, and just them showing how she would make believe. What? Y'all were two weak asses to summon the road? It's y'all fault. She probably invented gaslighting.
Literally.
She dead emotionally manipulated them because, like, mind you, they're all mad easy to give in. If one person could hold back for 2 seconds, they would see that she was stealing their powers and be like, well, I'm not going to blast you.
But I'm going to swing on you.
All the years she did it, not one of them could have caught on. She did it to, like, at least probably 20 groups of people.
Bro, you can't text your homies, like, what you want. Ain't no
20
CCTV.
groups of people and a coven of 4 to 5 people a group. That's 100 and something people. And that's me being conservative.
So everybody went to cast the magic. Nobody thought, let me just swing on her because she getting me tight. Nah, I'm about to blast her.
No.
But also, none of them was like calm enough not to get so mad to strike her to like hurt her. Hold back a little bit. All she did was insult you.
Hold on. I got this right now. Yeah. Hold on. Skylar, you're a perfect example of this, okay? Because I love the secret message of like womanhood throughout the entire show, okay? And so I just want your opinion on this, right? When you're outside and you clearly look the way you do, right? There's certain men out there that are going to do and say extremely stupid things to you. I'm sure you've experienced this.
So,
is it always the easiest to hold your tongue in those moments?
Sometimes, and just walk away because you don't want what's going to happen.
Exactly. So, Brandon, the key word here was sometimes. Meaning sometimes they gotta know how she feels. So no, it's
But
not
that's not-
easy to hold your tongue and to not
But
just
see,
hold back.
that's the key word. Sometimes.
But
So
that's
you
the
did this for
problem. It only took
centuries,
one
centuries,
time
and no
to
one could
die
do
with
it.
Agatha.
But that's what I'm saying. Like all those different people, none of them could have had it been that could have been there one time.
No,
Well, you
not
gotta
for nothing.
Centuries is crazy. That means she's doing like what, one every 2-3 months, right? How often
Yeah.
she's doing this? That's like 4 or 5 times a year. That's like 25 people a year, hundreds of years.
She's
Not for
This
traveling the
is
nothing.
world,
thousands
bro.
of people.
You act like she's doing
Bro,
this
and
in the
not for,
neighborhood.
But I'm
again,
saying
not
they
for
all
nothing.
learned about
You
the
act,
road, right? After she
Brendan,
took these witches' powers. Was she killing them, or was she like, how they all end up hearing about the road? Because she's killing everyone she told.
That she
No,
was
no.
they all was like, "Oh, I'm gonna
She
go
was
down."
spreading the rumor and then bringing some of them back to do it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
guess she wasn't killing all of them.
but my thing is, she knows how to get under your skin. She knows exactly what to say. You know, you've always had that one person that they just say the wrong at the wrong time, and you feel like you got to swing.
Hey, it should be like that sometimes.
I mean,
It's not
I would
easy. She's an
swing.
expert, bro. She's an expert. That's what it is.
Nah, I just statistically though, like centuries
Nah,
is
you're
crazy for
thinking
such a basic
today's-
level scam.
Bro,
But that's
no,
such
you know
a
what it
basic
is?
level scam. She didn't do anything special. All she did was take them to the woods and get them mad.
You know why
Yeah.
you're saying that? You know why you're saying that? Because you've heard about this over so many years. She literally was doing it at the time for you to hear it be a thing that's normal. So it's the first time that people are understand. Like he said, she low-key probably invented gaslighting, bro. She's doing this in like 1785. Like,
or before that.
And you think that anybody from the group that she killed didn't make it out. So people were still thinking she was the only one to ever actually try to do the road.
right.
Because anytime anybody approached her as a group, like, yo, we want to try this road, they wouldn't get to tell anybody else, oh, she killing us and taking our power.
Right, that's
So they're still assuming from that one time she was able to get enough magic to be immortal.
But that's what I'm saying. How come no one ever figured out, like, damn, like, how come
She
we all
didn't-
going to this one ass girl to
No.
figure out the road? Like, no one else knows how to get to the road. At least get there. Let not beat it, but get there.
She didn't leave anybody alive that could question it.
I'm saying the next person could have questioned it. Like, oh, let's
Also-
do the road. You know what? I don't want to do the road with Agatha. I hear everyone does the road with Agatha. I want to do it Dolly. Like, I want to try me and my crew.
Here's the thing. No. See, that's where you're confused. She never associated herself with the road. She was just the only person to survive it. But the temptation was that anybody who goes gets their greatest wish fulfilled. So they were like, oh, if you sing the song and you try it with your coven, you may do it. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, they don't have all the details. They just hear rumors. It's like playing telephone. You know what I'm saying? So they would be like, yo, Agatha's the only one to do it. So if they tried it on their own, it never worked. So they felt like they were missing something, or they were too like scared because they're like, yo, nobody ever makes it. Only one person made it. So whoever actually goes dies, right? So one, you're too scared to do it. If you do it, it doesn't work. So you think you fucked up, or you're too weak of a coven to do it. So you keep trying later. 3, if you actually are lucky enough to come across Agatha, you're like, oh, it's lit. I got the cheat code. She the only one that got it. We about to go with her because I'm trying to get this wish fulfilled, not knowing no one can tell her, like, yo, she's bodying us. So the rumor continues without Agatha. Like, they never said how many times she went down. She just said she only went once and survived. And she would play off it like, yeah, you know, I've been there. Yo, you don't want to do that. Yo, you sure? All right, I guess y'all seem kind of special. Got him. You know what I'm saying? Let's get together. Let's do it. Damn, see, y'all weren't special after all. Y'all whack. You suck. Your mama ugly. You suck. Like, you know what I mean? And then they get tight, blast, and they die. And repeat, repeat.
But you know what's crazy? Now that there is one person that passed the road and got her true wish, that legend is cemented. One person made it out of there, got their true wish, and thinks that the road is real.
Damn,
no, because she got her wish. She didn't get her wish.
She did get her. She
The
wanted
road
her
didn't give her
powers back.
shit. She fought Agatha.
I know, but in
That
her
was just
mind,
dumb luck, though. No, but the thing is, she know. But no,
the
she
point.
know.
No, Brandon.
I guess you could say
Listen.
the road gave it to her, but I'm saying, like, if she's stupid, maybe she'll believe that. But like,
No,
common
I
sense
get
should
what
tell her
you're saying.
that. No, I just got lucky at the end.
No. You're right and also like you have to see the other side. Like she realized Agatha put the seal on me, right? So Agatha, like she had to fight Agatha to get her stuff back. But remember
Billy
why
told her.
Agatha, right? But remember this. The room they were in when she left, right? Because she didn't stay for all that encounter with death and the last stuff. Excuse me. All it was that
Oh no, that's
Agatha
true. I get you
gave her back.
saying. Yeah.
So when she got it back finally, she poofed out of there and was like, "Oh snap, we finally made it out the last room." Because she's still thinking it's real, not knowing it was the kid the whole time.
Nah, you're right. Yeah, you got it, Jose. Yeah, they definitely gonna spread that.
She's like,
But
oh my
you know
god, the ring is.
But you know what's gonna be a disappointment? She's gonna be
What?
the one leading the covens, and they all gonna be like, "Oh, you suck. You can't open the door. You stupid. How'd you do it last time?
I'm not gonna hold you.
Or
I don't
maybe
know.
you didn't do it."
I feel like she's just gonna go live. And first off, also, I just want to say I'm finally glad, like at least the black girl survived. Like I was tired of just saying that. I'm not gonna
Oh
hold you.
right, you guys don't know who she is.
I'm sorry.
She's
She's a
just
bad
not
guy.
any. No, she's not just any regular witch. In Agatha all along, they hinted at who she was, and then they confirmed it because she knows Mephisto. Guess who she brings into the universe?
Who?
Her coven, who she descends from, hunts demons and Mephisto. And her hunting Mephisto means that her cousin is the next Ghost Rider.
Really?
Yeah.
But who's she? Ghost Rider's cousin? That's it?
Yeah. She's a bloodline witch.
That don't make her special. You just told me that she's Ghost Rider's cousin.
Because she's the one that can summon the spirit of vengeance and put it in her cousin.
Okay. Okay. So she can give it to anyone.
Yeah, but she chooses her bloodline.
Of course, which is dumb because don't they become slaves to the devil or something like that, or slaves to vengeance?
No, he's a free. His Ghost Rider is free because it was chosen by her. No contract was made.
Okay.
Yo, Brandon is just king unimpressed. Speaking of unimpressed, can we talk about why both of y'all, like, it's just like 40X all over again? You and Skylar are just like, it was alright. Like, y'all, Skylar, hold on. Let this, because Brandon is Mr. Mid. I expect this from him, but Skylar, I'm disappointed. I'm shocked.
not Mr. Mid.
Like,
man, honestly, I mean, it was good. Like, it wasn't, because I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to find his brother. I was expecting him to find his mother and forget all that. Maybe Agatha to die, but she lived as a ghost now.
Goddamn, you wanted a lot.
Yeah, like, Marvel be giving me, like, it be punching me in the face sometime, like, whoa, where this came from? But then this, I'm like, oh, kind of little typical. Yeah, you're gonna save the day. Like, maybe I expect, but it was good. And
I'm not gonna lie.
Too much of a formula.
Yeah, like, you just know.
I'm not gonna lie, Sky. You might have been expecting a little bit too much.
You know what I don't like about this, Skylar? Nah, Skylar, I'm not gonna hold you. We got beef right now. You went from, yo, the show is mad slow. It's doing nothing to now you expected too much?
I'm only human.
When did this happen? What was the moment for you?
First episode, how it became slow. Like, what is this? Like, it wasn't giving Marvel. It was giving, we call them detective shows, but a real.
It's giving Doctor Who.
Damn. Ain't nobody got to bring Doctor Who into this. I love that show. You could have said Fargo, goddammit.
So wait. So Skylar, you didn't appreciate like when they looked back and like it was weird for a reason, and all the things they did prior was mad dope and written well, and all of that.
No.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the middle part and how it became, up and everything like that. But I'm talking about towards the ending, like the actual ending. Like, okay, now she's a ghost. I thought she was gonna die. Like, I didn't. But now she's gonna.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing.
Maybe I'm okay.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Yo, not for nothing. My fault. That ending got me so tight. You're not gonna take Hitmonkey and try to make it into a live action Agatha show. Do not disrespect Hitmonkey like that. Do not take Hitmonkey and try to bring it to Agatha. Cause literally the whole premise. Oh, first off, Bradley, go watch Hit Monkey on Hulu because that show, that's a show. That's a 10 out of 10 show. Hit Monkey's a 10 out of 10 show. So
It's a monkey
not,
that gets possessed by an assassin.
No. He doesn't get possessed. He gets a ghostly partner, like Agatha to Billy, except
possessed.
it's a monkey and it's a hitman who's his partner.
Wow.
And it's that same dynamic of the monkeys doing the real life stuff and the ghost is with them the whole time making jokes and stuff. So when I saw Agatha die, I was like, no way she's about to tag along and be his ghost buddy like fucking Hit Monkey or something. And then that's what happened. And I was like, like that ruined it for me because the one thing I don't like is with these superhero shows, they don't want to believe in death, yo. And Hit Monkey did it well, but this movie, I'm just like, of course Agatha can't die. Like, she's too important now. Like, they're gonna find a way to bring her ghost back. You telling me Billy can transfer bodies into souls, and he's not gonna do that for Agatha at some point? Like, really?
That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Exactly. So she's coming back. So it just makes like the whole show like meaningless. Like, oh, you sacrifice yourself. Yeah, because her plan is that she knows she's coming right back and she can get death off her back. And she's just pretending to be dead for a little bit.
Okay. So since
I'm lost. So she's not actually dead? Like,
no.
She's coming back. Yes. Well, she's dead now, but she's gonna be back. And like the fact that they kept her spirit around means they're gonna bring her back and use her a lot.
Wait, one thing that you gotta respect though is that's comic book accurate. Death never wants Agatha to die, and she honestly ended up falling in love with another character that could never die, Deadpool, because she never has to worry about these people. Also, as much as noble as Marvel tried to make it, Thanos wasn't trying to fucking destroy half the universe to balance it. He was trying to impress Death. And honestly, her being Aubrey Plaza makes sense because even though she's toxic as hell, you just curious, like how toxic are you? A little bit.
That's
how
crazy.
Dangerous? What can you do?
So, with that being said, I appreciated every bit of the ending. Granted, the little ghost part was like, okay, it was cute, whatever. But like,
it's Casper now. It's a little cute.
Hit Monkey for kids.
Anyway, Skylar, thank you. Yeah, like it's just I appreciate the writing, the fact that they went back, made everything that they did relevant, because we were all questioning it, like, yo, what the hell? Why is it so weird? This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I'm like, it was dope. I feel like it was really dope. I feel like it was well written. The whole, and you know, I feel like it was emotional too a little bit, especially with his brother and stuff. You know, like him going and realizing like that time when he was dying with his brother, like going into the whatever verse.
Yeah.
Thank God, it's just no pleasing you people. My good, this is why movies struggle. But Hit Monkey thrives. But this struggle.
Okay.
Yo, go watch Hit Monkey. You gonna see Hit Monkey's a 10 out of 10 show. Hit Monkey will get you, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. The fact thank you, Brendan. I am surprised Brendan knows Hit Monkey because that shit was just like so unwatched and came out of nowhere. The fact that he brought that up caught me off guard.
So, Brandon, what are we giving? Official should eyes, right? For Agatha. What are we giving it?
I'm giving it a should watch for sure.
Okay, are we getting a number behind that or not?
Please don't ask him for that.
I'm gonna give my numbers at the end. For that.
Why would you do that to Brendan? No,
I need to know because I feel like we already know, but it's gonna be somewhere between a 6 or an 8.
Because Agatha was good and mid at the same time, so it deserves. I'm gonna give Agatha, for me, I'm gonna give Agatha a 7.5. Not quite an 8. It's almost out of the mid category, but there's just certain things about it that just brings it right back to mid. Like, I like when they kind of go back and clear up the plot holes, but don't go back and explain the whole thing that we all knew. Like, yeah, we figured out it was Billy. We don't need you to go back and show his whole 20-minute of his soul moving to the car. We know who he is. We get it.
You see,
it was nice 30 minutes doing that.
Nobody cares. We know who he is. I don't care how he got there. Whatever.
It's just, like, I get it. We all know he came from the red bubble after. It kills 30 minutes of time. That's what it does. 30 minutes of filler.
Crazy.
And in a show where you have such little time, pacing is key. Suck it. I said that from the get.
Especially when. Last thing I'm gonna say on that end half of episodes, Did they not? Well, I'm not gonna get into a whole nother topic, but the one thing I'm gonna say is I didn't like all of that jumping back to like some of the stupid stuff, like his soul traveling, because the last the last two challenges before the very last one were like 15 minutes. They were barely a part of the episode. Like the challenges became such a second part of the thing. It just got so over. Like they just wiped their hands with all the challenge altogether.
But it makes
I didn't
sense
like
because
that.
it was fake. But like you said, different topic. Jose, what are we doing? Should I? Should we not?
You should, but I gotta give it a 7. I'm not even gonna give it a 7.5. I was just like, all right.
Skylar, should you or should you not?
You should watch it, and I'm gonna go a little above y'all ratings. I'm gonna give it an 8 because I believe in second chances, and know that they're gonna pull this through because we gotta know the rest of the story eventually.
You bias, and we're gonna talk about that in a second.
Okay. I gonna go just a little bit above Skylar. I can get an 8.5.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was very solid to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't perfect, but it was really good. You gotta burn through the beginning again, but like it was kind of like WandaVision. Everybody's like, "Ew, what the fuck was going on?" And then boom, So was it a little to WandaVision? No, but the fact, like the plot twist at the end was, I generally appreciate, because I feel like I haven't said something like that in a hot minute. You know what I mean? Because even though we had one layer of it, there was a whole nother layer to it, and I was just like, "Nah, that's fire." You know what I mean? So for me, it gets an 8.5. All right, it could have ended a little better. Sure. Could I have started a little bit better? Sure. No show is perfect, but an 8.5 is very solid.
Okay, since you want to talk about no show is perfect, and we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Hi guys. What'd you think about Penguin? How's the Penguin?
A disclaimer before we continue, guys. You know what I'm saying? We it's okay if you've heard about this show and you haven't got a chance to see it yet. You're not alone. Okay. But
Skylar.
Just know from this point forward, there will be heavy, and I repeat, heavy spoilers going from this. So if you've seen this right now, stop. Okay, just stop watching. There's gonna be spoilers. There's gonna be spoilers. Okay, Skylar, I'm gonna ask you just out of consideration. Are you sure you want to hear these spoilers?
Y'all go ahead. Do what y'all have.
Cool, because I didn't care either way.
Fire. Cool.
Okay. Fire. The Penguin cooked every episode. Cooked. Brendan, you beautiful bastard. Perfect. You know why it cooked? This is why it cooked. Because it brought in a character, it made you care about them, and you were like, yo, is this guy really that bad? But then it was like it reminded you, yes, this mother is awful, and damn you for liking him. You should have hated him. I loved it.
They kept reminding you, like, let's not forget, this is the bad guy. Like, I love that, because you'd be like, oh man, like he got the worst of the worst, and they're like, he's the bad guy.
This is how you cook. You felt a little bad for him, and then you were like, damn, you know what? Maybe he... Nah, it was like, this is the villain. Always remember, this is the villain. The fact that you forgot is your fault.
Yeah, no, Penguin was the definition of a toxic relationship. Like, to the team.
Bro, that last episode had me wanting... Yo, I was taking air swings. I was like, no! No, not my little boy.
I seen it coming. Like, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I think it's just because we're from New York, bro. Like, we know not to trust you. Like,
yo, bro, we grew up around the shiesties. We know when people acting different.
Bro, it was just like, damn, like, why are you all buddy with me all of a sudden, man?
Bro,
it's like, yo, you know.
I know they call him Penguin because of the limp. They should call that man Snake Tongue, bro. Call that man the Snake Tongue, bro. Because like there was situations where he was losing, and like I like that they didn't give him no stupid like comic book way out. This man just talked, and he would talk until something happened. Like he would just keep his mouth yabbing. He's like, yo, I gotta think, and he would just blah 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 blah. And every time he could talk his way out of some shit, get people in their heads, get their emotions going, and get them all flustered.
Not for nothing, he gave off a true shiesty New Yorker. Like, this dude knew how to talk, bro. And I think that us as New Yorkers, that's why we recognized it. We were like, nah, he the grimiest one in this, not to be trusted.
It's like under no circumstance can you trust. Like, and it's just so bad. Like, you see every aspect, man. Like you see the villains trust him, you see the old victims trust him, you see the new people trust him, like to the point where they betray other people just knowing they probably gonna get betrayed later, but this shit is so enticing. Like definition of a toxic ass relation. And also to show you what true mental health problems look like, because the way this man refused, even though they had his mom's on the chair, finger a quarter of the
To
way
tell the
gone,
truth,
still said, "I don't know what the fuck you
she
talking about." It's
she
crazy.
already knew.
I
She
know.
already knew.
Crazy.
I know
Son.
already.
Said, "I don't know what you're
Nah,
talking about. You're sick.
Ma,
There's something wrong with you."
ma.
yo, she was
Shit is
trying to
crazy.
he was trying to
Who are you
gaslight
talking
her.
about,
Like, nah,
ma?
bro,
Ma, what you
you
talking about,
imagined it.
ma?
And you know what's
Right.
crazy? They hinted at that in the first episode when she was talking about the little kids. Remember, she put her pills in the water, and she's like, the kids were playing there. They must have They brought that up the first episode. Put it in your face. She knew what this motherfucker did the entire time.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
crazy.
when we see the flashback, we find out that she found out like the same day or like the next day.
Yo, but he had like every disorder that you would not want a person around you to have. This dude was Oedipus because he, like, not for nothing, he wanted to F his mom. The fact that he put his hooker girlfriend in his mom's dress and wanted her to hold him and say you proud of me. That's some nasty my guy. That's that's nasty.
All right. I'm not gonna say he wanted to, F his mom's, but he clearly had mommy issues. There's a difference.
Oedipus.
Okay.
Nah.
He definitely had mommy issues. I don't think he wanted to F his mom because he still had like the hookers and stuff. He just had real mommy issues. Like really, really bad ones.
Why would you put your hooker girlfriend in your mama's dress? You know what you're doing
Because
later.
there was
That's
no
nasty.
other way to get her to say it, bro. It's a different problem in psychosis, but I don't think those two things have to correlate. But go ahead, Brandon.
I feel like it was a little bit not necessarily just mommy issues, but it was one, insecurities, and two, jealousy of the brothers. And I think Sophia said it best when she was like, or someone said it, whether I think it was Sophia. She was like, "Yo, you don't actually care to do this for her. You just need someone. So when you do something bad, you have an excuse because people love their excuses." So he's like, "Oh, I'm going to sell drugs and kill people so I could buy my mom a penthouse." Nah, you just want bread, bro. You're going to just kill people and sell drugs. You just want money. You selfish. You don't care about putting your mom in a penthouse because she said if she was out of her mind, let her go. And you didn't. You left her as a vegetable. Sorry for spoilers, but you already know.
Nah, that's not even spoilers, bro. Cinema Peak was him in that fucking place killing Vic as Vic stutters to say family.
Bro.
He was you killed him while he was trying to call you his family, bro.
Vic did so much to try to save Penguin every
None
time.
of it would be possible without him.
And
None of it would have been.
But you know what? It's
He literally
like,
saved him twice.
And I think the problem
stupid.
is he saw him weak. He saw him at his weakest.
Yes. See, we looked at it the same way. He was like, "Yo," he literally said, like, "Yo, you see me with all the stuff with my mom. You see me vulnerable. You see me this. Like, like, essentially, he took the long way saying, you know too much, and because of that, you gots to go."
Somebody also told me that they thought it was grimy that he took the money out of Vic's wallet, and they were like, "Nah, he probably did that to make it look like it was a robbery." And nah, I just think he a grimy mother. I think he's
a greedy and grimy motherfucker. Facts. Like, what? He's dead. What do you need? I can literally hear him saying, like, "What do you need the bread for? He's dead. What are you gonna do?" You know what I'm saying? Like shit's crazy, bro. Shit is absolutely crazy. So, I mean, the bigger part of the thing is, though, I've consistently said this, right? I'm on record all the time. Building a universe is hard, and we've gotten on Marvel for this so much, and we're seeing two distinct examples. To Brandon's point, you're seeing how it's supposed to be done, and you see Marvel on the other side recovering from a collapse. The ending of building up Penguin from the origin of, he was just a driver, to the gangs, how he garnered respect. Because I was confused how this man with a limp with no strength, no powers, always getting picked on, is gonna get the whole town under him. The whole time I'm watching the show, I'm like, there's no way all these people are just gonna follow him just to follow him. That's cap. He's not about to just take over this family. Like, me personally, I would just snuff him and take all his money. Like, there's no way that he's just gonna run this. He's small. He's smaller than me. He limps. He can't run. He can't do nothing. But I understand now how they built it, brick by brick.
But that's how you tell a story.
That's a fact.
You see, it showed you important points of the past that didn't take away from the episode. It added to it beautifully. You thought he was grimy, and then it showed you he was grimy.
Yeah. Even when he developed somewhat of a heart, or the origin and everything, like, he always talked about Rex, and they finally show Rex. And the irony of it all too is that he kept looking up to Rex as this amazing hood savior.
Rex about
to then learn that Rex offered to kill you but at the same time, it makes sense because he always said, I wanted to be Rex. Well, guess what? He did.
Yeah,
because the same way Rex offered to pop you, he popped Vic. So in essence, he really did become Rex to not behold you.
One thing I want to say to that is too, y'all remember when Oz remembers that night and it's such a wholesome thing in his memory, and then his mom remembers that night and it's such a dark twist.
Exactly. It shows you the mentality, bro.
Like, just like that a moment can mean two different things to people, and like a moment could just be so different for two people.
I think
because that was the happiest moment in his life, kind of thing. Dancing with his mom, he keeps trying to relive it. Meanwhile, that's the night he almost lost his life because of his mom.
I think it highlights, if you're there was an expression that goes like, every hero, his story is the villain in somebody else's. This guy, you got to watch the show. It's peak.
Like, Skylar, generally, it's more of just a crime show than a DC show, and that's the beauty of it. It just has the DC tag, I promise. There's nothing in there where you need to know anything. Anyone can just come in and just be like, this nigga fucked up. These niggas is struggling. This bitch is crazy. You know what I mean? And you can just go from there.
Yo, and the chef's
kiss, it feels like Sopranos almost.
Yeah. The chef's kiss at the end when he like truly feels that he is unstoppable, that he is untouchable. All you see is that bat symbol go up. Nah, you can get got.
He generally makes it to the top. He fulfills his dream for his mother with his mom there, quote unquote,
forcefully.
And he looks out the window, which is also fucked up because he promised his mom, but whatever. He looks out the window, suit and all. Just, he got the girl, he got the bread, he got the city, he got the drugs, he got no more weaknesses. His mom chilling up there, nobody could touch him. Looking out the window like, this shit is mine. I'm
untouchable.
Gucci. All you see is the bat signal. Psych, nigga, I lied. And like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. That shit was beautiful because that's what the city needs. Right when you get untouchable, I got you. Say less.
In a non-Diddy way. I'm just like that.
So yeah, that was just a beautiful time. And again, to the point I was trying to make earlier, like, this is how you build a universe, because I had to remember that this show took place after the movie, right? So it continually goes on beautifully to show the low level stuff, right? It's like different vantage points. Is Batman probably recovering and doing a whole bunch of other shit? Sure. But in the meantime, this is the shit that happens during the day and all the other nights to when he finally has to get called. Because it kind of shows you now how Gotham really runs and why it's constantly a revolving cycle of crime and mayhem. Because no matter what he does, there's somebody else, because of all the shystiness going down there, somebody else is being born and made that where he's going to have to go get that person. And of course, when freaking Sophia gets locked up, somebody gonna go get her out. So he gonna put somebody in there, somebody gonna come back out for whatever reason. It's gonna keep revolving and revolving. It's the eternal struggle. Now, the true question is, will we ever really get a Joker?
Yes.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
One, he was at the end of that last movie that you have your thoughts about. Two,
I gotta rewatch that.
Two, it's shown you. I'm not sure if people noticed, because again,
there was that Arkham and Sophia was walking through when she first got there. There's mad different people. We know those classic scenes.
No, but the show showed you two other villains. One they put directly in your face, and another one was highlighted. Her doctor, that's Crane, aka Scarecrow.
Oh,
Those red blinking lights, those red blinking lights. If you focus on the room,
wait, the boyfriend?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can see Scarecrow's injection hands on one of the shots and his mask. He's Scarecrow.
Oh wait, really? I thought Scarecrow was the one making them the drugs, the bliss. I really thought Scarecrow was making them the bliss.
Nah,
No,
that's
but this
Scarecrow.
makes sense because this is his special. They're showing you how he's doing mind tricks beforehand, so I can see how he could develop bliss in that same field and use it to instill on people's
Instead
fears.
of it showing you bliss, it gives you nightmares.
Yeah, that's so.
And then another one is Black Mask.
They didn't show us Black Mask.
Oh, they didn't? You sure?
How did they show us Black Mask?
You about to meet the mafiosos of the mafiosos.
Yeah, wait, but how did they show us Black Mask? Where?
One, they talked about him, and he was hinted at multiple times because his name was brought up.
When?
In a couple of the episodes when they were talking about the families and the people that they got to focus on. He's one of the people. But he wasn't that big.
Oh, I didn't peep that. They talked about the Gigantes, the Maronis,
yep,
and the Falcons.
Yep, and Black Mask was a part of one of those families. He was one of the main guys. And since Penguin left the vacuum, it's time for my guy to start rising.
Wait, which family was he? Because they kept talking about like Vinny, Johnny.
Who's Vinny again?
They never said his name was Crane, did they?
No.
Okay, what was his? Because his name was Julian, Johnny? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Julian. Yeah,
I'll show you the shot. But
I found it. A syringe glove and a potato-looking mask.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because I went Googling. I got mad nosy.
That's crazy. Wow.
Bro, I'll be watching these episodes in slow-mo.
Like we've constantly said, if you were watching Penguin, you understand everything we're saying. Leave in the comments what you guys thought about it, which I feel like is going to be unanimous across the board. Let us know what you're excited about. Skylar, please watch the show eventually.
Let's give it a score.
This is so good.
Yeah, come on.
Bro, that shit was.
I give good scores
10
too.
for me, dog. It was easy 10 for me, man.
10.
It's not
10,
even a should
10 out of 10.
you have to.
10
You
out of
shouldn't.
10.
You have to. You have
and you
to.
know exactly.
Yeah, if you want to be culturally relevant, you have to watch it.
Oh.
Like you just have to. You just have to.
You're gonna get left out of a lot of conversations if you don't watch the show.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch it. I feel like this is one of the shows where you have to watch it to understand the next Batman.
No, you do.
R.I.P. Vic.
Love you, homie. 2 years. They give you 2 years to watch it.
Bro. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Respect. He's like the queen that should have been. He should have never got. That was crazy.
That's how you build the universe. That's how you make a show. That's how you tie it into. Now, granted, I want this to be recorded here, right? Do I still have high hopes for the next Batman movie? No. Am I gonna watch it? Yes. Damn. Off the strength of the show. Do I still feel like the next movie is gonna be ass? Probably. But at least I'm investing in the character. I'm just saying, hey, listen. I'm just keeping it buck. Robert Pattinson's still not that nigga to me. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, he was a dumb Batman.
He's playing young Batman. He's playing young Batman who's still on his angsty teen. Like, it makes sense.
Batman was never dumb. I figured out Riddler's puzzles before his challenge.
I tell you this. They should have made Robert Pattinson Batman Beyond. That would have been a better fit. I think that would have been a nice fit if he would have been Batman Beyond. But
sir, don't you ever try to make him my Terry McGinnis. You bugging? All right, that was over the line.
I think we're not gonna talk about that this episode, but I think they're doing a Batman Beyond movie, and I'm excited for it.
We'll see. So now, speaking of building things, we have in the real world behind the scenes the issues of studios themselves in the future of movie making. I don't see an issue.
I don't see an issue.
So, due to certain results out there from the election, that we saw,
talk about it.
Albeit where you stand, a lot of actors are not comfortable working in red states anymore. So much so that they're willing to put their money where their mouth is and abruptly leaving those studios that operate specifically in the Atlanta area where it slowly became a mecca, which clearly is just pulled under the rug from them now. So now a lot of these actors and actresses are moving up to the east side, up north specifically, where coincidentally Robert De Niro and other people are building not one but two major
I
film
remember
studios.
somebody talking about that.
Yes, Jose, you were. It's funny how that came full circle because before it was an option and now it's slowly, well, honestly, quickly turning into a need. A need that I personally, a resident of New York City my entire life, am going to appreciate the fuck out of. Maybe not for rent prices, but for proximity to these stars that clearly you would have thought, oh, he lives in New York City, he already had that. Now it's going to be even more. Suck it.
Yeah. I just want to say that when I am abruptly cast in one of these dope ass shows for my awesomeness, my Oscar speech will be long, and whoever tried to play the music to play me out will get swung on cleanly. Thank you.
That's crazy.
Many humble thank yous.
Now, Jose, we know you have a lot of knowledge on this, so we're gonna go first. Okay. Skylar, talk to us. How do you feel about this news? What do you feel like it's gonna do? Just in general, like to the industry itself, like what's your thought about this?
Well, honestly, I feel like it would probably be more convenient for like certain like Broadway actors and other actors that are in New York City. And I also feel like they're all, like you said, like they're building up the space. See, actually, I've seen like a lot of spaces or a lot of construction going on in Brooklyn. Um, and I feel like they're gonna push down like more towards that area. And I also saw like a Netflix, I guess it's a studios or a business, corporation.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're maybe gonna probably be in that area because that's where Netflix is, and even in Manhattan, like they've been filming in Manhattan for the longest. But yeah, actual building stuff they're gonna probably do it in.
Okay, and I mean, how do you feel like this is gonna? Do you feel like it's gonna be a big change for the movie industry in general? Do you feel like it's gonna make a difference? It's like either just changing studios, does matter?
Yeah, no, I feel like it's gonna be a drastic change. Like the more buildings, the more studios they have, the more it will just be a lot of collaborations, a lot of movies, a lot of shows. Type of environment. It'll be dope.
Every movie pretends to be filmed here anyway. It's about time. Because again, I'm a fan of a ton of movies, but in John Wick, when he got from Lincoln Center to World Trade Center by going down the subway tunnel, I was like, "What the subway is this? You're a liar!" And he was using the PATH train, and then in Scream, when that was clearly Toronto in the background, they're like, "Oh, the New York City skyline." It made me want to fight them. You shouldn't be worried about Ghostface. You should be worried about me taking a cab to Toronto and fucking y'all up for doing this lie. Our skyline don't look that shitty.
That's crazy. Brandon, talk to me.
I don't like it. I think it's gonna bring a different kind of people to New York. I think it's gonna raise rent prices. I think it's gonna take up space, and I think it's just going to bring a whole bunch of extra headache and bring those type of California, Los Angeles clout chasers that I'm kind of tired of at this point.
Okay. Am I sick of scoop bagels? Yeah. If anybody at my deli offers me a scoop bagel, I will hop over that counter and beat him with the deli cat. I kid you not. How I'm paying you more for less? Whose logic was this?
The thing is, in my head, if it's Robert De Niro opening up this thing, like it's not gonna be jobs for it's not gonna be job for New Yorkers. It's gonna be job for imports. It's gonna be imports from California coming here, doing their work, and then flying back. They're not gonna get. I don't think they're giving jobs to local people, and I think they're just gonna use the same unions that they have established in California to bring those same people over here, and yeah, just finish anything that was close by. They're just gonna do it over here just because it's close, but they don't want to pay New York prices for anything else around here. So I don't think they're genuinely coming here. I think it's gonna be a short-lived thing, and I think they'll be gone within 2-3 years.
Jeez.
Sorry to be Mr. Negative.
Unless it's Law and Order, Brendan don't want it filmed here. Fine.
Right.
No, I want it filmed here. Don't get me wrong, but like building a whole studio, and if you're shooting inside, like it doesn't matter where you are. Like, why be in New York if you're shooting most of the movie inside of a big old warehouse anyway? Like, who cares? And then like we already transform a lot of our warehouse areas into housing. So like, where are they squeezing in this thing? Go New York State. Why New York City? Go to Yonkers with that, and we could still go up there if we needed to.
Damn, you don't like Yonkers. Shit.
Well,
it's in Queens. Queens is full of dead people. It's fine.
Queens is one of the cheapest places in New York right now. You're gonna double the rent and make everything unaffordable.
When the hell did Queens become cheap? I live in a cheap borough.
Queens is okay. Queens is like the cheap for between Brooklyn and Manhattan.
You forgot about the Bronx again, didn't you son of a bitch?
I mean,
forgot.
Brandon does have a it's gonna be super crowded. It's crowded as it is here. So like,
all right.
And the thing is, they're just gonna have clout chasers coming here now from like New Jersey and like Cincinnati and all that.
First off, I don't know what city y'all been living in. I don't know what city y'all grew up in, but I don't know how any of this doesn't sound like y'all entire lives growing up here. This is nowhere even close to new at all. It's New York City. Literally, we're made up of people who were born and bred here, or people who came here with a dream and it succeeded or it died. Plenty of club
but
chasers.
Not the Hollywood dream.
Yes, the Hollywood dream. You know why? Because the scouts, you forget, the scouts are here. The headquarters for a lot of these studios are here. The money to fund Hollywood transfers here. So that brainchild of all the stuff that happens over there, we don't have the space to do it. But all the decisions, that shit run 3-hour delay because they gotta wait for approval from here. Jose, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're
right.
So
a lot of people come here and go crazy trying to get their itch and claw and scratch and get their chance. And of course, lately we've been dealing with the gentrifiers who aren't even here for the general clout. They're here for like the tech bro money clout. So we already had all these motherfuckers coming here anyway, doubling up the rent, tripling up the rent. We had Barclays Center built. That was just sporting, let alone Hollywood and all that stuff. In front of my
Barclays
eyes,
Center was good because that's for citizens.
For who? For who, Brandon?
For
I
citizens.
live on Flatbush my entire life. That was not good for a lot of people.
But what I'm saying is, like, now there's an affordable venue where I can go see a show as opposed to Madison Square Garden where a ticket's $1,000.
First of all, if you paying $1,000 for the Knicks, that's you on crack. I don't know how to tell you.
If you paying for Knicks tickets, if you're deciding between Knicks tickets and somewhere else, you're not one of those people affected by the Barclays move.
Barclays Center does live performances, right? It's not just basketball. They do live concerts.
Correct.
And the tickets are significantly cheaper than Madison Square Garden. And it's the same size venue.
What you're forgetting is there was about like 4 to 5 project buildings that got removed so people can get an affordable live show.
Yeah,
what I'm saying
is that at least there's a benefit to the people. How does a production studio that won't let any citizens on the premises gonna help us?
Wait, I was ready for that one.
I can't buy tickets to go to a production studio.
Wait, I was ready for that one. Have you heard of something called Made NYC?
Yeah.
What's that?
Made NYC or Made NYC, the job site?
Exactly. They give you job training and experience to work on those Hollywood level jobs. And if we have a Hollywood level studio here, those get preferential treatment for any work here in New York. And to be a part of that, you have to be a New York resident for a minimum of 3 years.
Oh, now granted, that can still apply to a lot of gentrifiers, but at least it's something local, right? And on top of this too, Brandon, you have to remember, it's vice versa, bro, because there's people who are coming from like Cincinnati and stuff who are going to Hollywood, but there's also people from New York trying to go to Hollywood to make it too. Because you can like spit your pitch and do all that stuff, but you got to go over there. You know how many dreams die just because they can't afford to go across the country to go audition for one time? Just because they can't move it or they don't have the production studio here or whatever the case may be for whatever political bureaucracy stuff in Hollywood. So like now that you have it closer, there's a lot of stuff that can happen. Don't get me wrong. I get you. Like, you know, it's privatized, but like what in New York is it? There's so many layers to New York anyway. Even if I was born and raised there, you know how much shit I haven't seen? You think Fifth Ave is accessible to me or all the actual stuff that these rich people doing? Absolutely the fuck not. But having something like that opens up some level of opportunity. At least, even if you can't kick down the door, at least you can see it now. That can lead to something in and of itself. Versus having to spend like a $500 plane ticket, hotel,
like next to the airport. Like it's gonna be way out of the way to get to. Like it's not even something you can go see without taking a taxi.
I can't get to Cali.
Exactly. I'm saying you're taking an Uber there though. It's not something you're gonna see. Like it's gonna be out of the way.
They'll figure it out.
Closer,
little by little.
We're New Yorkers. We hustle. At least it's right there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you don't think there's people from Sacramento and all that who have to drive to LA? Like it's like that for them too. Like Oakland, Compton, like they gotta go to LA for a shot too if they make it out or whatever the case is. But at least it's right there. They was never coming over here, or at least it was very slim.
I mean, look at this. You know your favorite show, Law and Order? How many people had the do you think famously made it to there and then made it big? Did you know Chadwick Boseman made an appearance before he got big?
And we didn't need the studio for that.
No, but he had to go over. He had to move to fucking California for him to be considered for big roles. We have little things here. I want bigger films. I'm not saying I think I'm gonna make it. No, I'm lying. I am gonna make it. Y'all need this. It's crazy. It's different. But it gives us more opportunities. And when you give a New Yorker an opportunity, hands down, they're gonna make it. Hands
That's
down.
all it is. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna bring some bad stuff with it. I hear you on that 100%. Like it's gonna increase what we've already been dealing with. But that's the thing. Like we've already been dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between Cali and New York State, right? California, when you think of California, there is a whole state behind it. The whole state is not like LA. It's the same way how New York State is not like New York City. But at least there's a culture in and of itself in New York City that's way more down to earth and humbling than the culture in LA from our standpoint.
But
like
that's
everyone
thing.
in LA. Go ahead.
No, keep going, finish.
So my thing is like the culture of New York City is intertwined with the bouginess to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like to be one of those rich people in New York City, you gotta like sometimes start off as that hustler, like the Penguin, for example. You know what I'm saying? He's a perfect example of like, yo, work your way from the bottom. And then you think if you had to go to another state to make those deals and get those papers and finesse, like it was not gonna work. He'd have been dead. He got like clipped. It's different. You know what I'm saying? So like in LA, like if just because you're in Compton or Oakland or whatever the case is, it doesn't mean like you're like gonna automatically get those LA roles, but like you can at least try. You know what I'm saying? But it's different too, because LA is really like its own island over there. In Manhattan, when shit's happening, we could walk by and see SVU being filmed. We could walk by and see this going on. We could walk by and see this. The studio just being there, bro, you never know what could happen because it has no choice. It can't duck us. It's different over here. It's intertwined generally. It's in the heartbeat of the city. So like it's a different type of fusion than what you're thinking about in over there in LA. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. But also I think the people in LA are like that because of the studios. So the only thing is if this studio does successful, all it does is open up the bars for more studios to come here. If they come here, that's fine. Like you said, ultimately we have been experiencing it. And it is a way out of the way. I don't live in Steinway, Queens or Astoria, so it won't affect my rent, so I'm not complaining too much. But Astoria is already expensive.
With that train
so
coming up, I'm not gonna hold you. That Brooklyn Queens train.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that doesn't. It goes to Woodside and like Jamaica Queens. Yeah,
no, because it's Astoria too.
No, it's an old transportation. I seen the tracks. It's by my house. It's Brendan, like old transportation track.
Brendan, but think about it like this: if a big enough studio is there, and they want to get people there, they want it to. They want people to make it accessible. Okay. So we reached a little time. But before we go, I just want to say one thing: IGN sucks. Don't trust them when it comes to judgment. They have poor calls. Yeah. We're a better rating system than them. And look at Brendan. Brendan doesn't hand out W's. He handed out a W today. And IGN, I'll say it now. They're irrelevant and they suck. I just wanted to end it on that. All right?
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. IGN do better.
The moral of the story, the moral of this episode, guys, it's hard to impress Brandon. Go watch Hit Monkey. Jose is going to make it. And Skylar better not forget any of us when that studio comes here and she obviously gets casted.
I will sell her secrets. I kid you not. Whoever.
All right. With that being said, y'all, we'll be back again with a new episode. We're about to go watch this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, so get ready for that reaction as well. We're gonna be
talking about that next time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Until then, y'all.
Wait. Also, we're gonna be talking about the premiere that we all get to go to on Tuesday.
Listen. We're gonna get into that. Speaking of studios, all right, don't worry. But stay tuned, y'all. You don't want to miss it.
I won't
Later.
be a Debbie Downer. Later, y'all.
Later.